Joining us.
That's what it is, man.
Hey, I want to talk about Paul's birthday party.
Oh man, that's what you want to talk about.
What do you think about that birthday party?
I like that birthday party, man. That was an EME party.
Yeah, all right.
How do you get a birthday party like that?
Yeah,
You got to be a special guy to get something.
Got to be a special guy.
Got to be real special.
Those guys at Restore Hope take care of it. Tell you what, Renee, she's
Got you, bro. Keep talking. I understand what I'm doing. Keep talking. Let's go.
Yeah, it's great. We love it. These are the bloopers.
The bloopers.
Hey, we're trying something new. Thanks for joining us. We're trying a little new technology. We got Charlie Mack over in Paris, and this technology that we use to go live is supposed to allow him to join us here. So, hopefully we'll get Charlie Mack in.
Right.
Step out and try to make sure that he joins us.
Right. So y'all just be patient with us. Y'all just be patient
Y'all
with
had
us.
2 big events. So
Man, we had 2 big events, man. Mother's Day event for the mothers, that was a success.
Yes, it was.
Man, I can't, man. We can't do nothing better than that. That was one of the great events.
That was nice. You guys, you and Fitz did a good job on that.
Mm-hmm.
I really.
All us did, man. Mr. Davis, man.
Yeah, I agree.
All of the partners at the door unit on the board, man. We all did a good job. It was for Oliver Miller, you know what I mean, and Kamaya. So we did a pretty good job for them names, and everybody else who lost a baby, you know.
A lot of mothers were there. That it was nice. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Who were the guys with the Corvettes? I like those guys.
They some guys from my neighborhood. They volunteer, man. Some men to holding the women down and let them know we got their back. You know what I'm saying? So they was like, man, we want to get with y'all. We want to show the women that we here. And you know, since we've been doing this, a lot of people in our neighborhood want to volunteer to do more, you know, good around the city than bad. You know what I mean? So that was special to us that he came up and even wanted to do it.
Yeah, and you had police chief there also.
Mm-hmm.
Keith Humphreys, is that his name?
Keith Humphreys, yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
That's his name.
I guess we should know that, right? So maybe it's a good thing that we don't know.
Yeah, we don't know all the guests there, you know what I'm saying? We know the jobs we bought. Some of them we bought, you know, it's a lot of, you know, it was broken down. Some people they invited.
It's the first annual.
Yeah.
And tell me about Father's Day.
Father's Day, the same thing. We're going to help the mothers come out and support us, man. All the dads who was with the women when they lost their child or whatever, all the fathers, everybody, you know. So it's kind of hard. It's on both ends, man. It'd be hard on the father and the mother in that situation, you know. Like I say, I've been through that situation in 2007. Me and my wife, we lost our daughter with some people shot up in our house with 62 bullets, you know what I mean? So that was real touchy to us that day, you know. And we live it every day, you know. So it was just good for me to be able to go to her and say, look, I got a Mother's Day, something going on for Mother's Day, and it's for mothers who had children lost and victims, you know, and she liked that, you know. She was like, well, what y'all doing? I was like, man, we're going to do a dove release. We're going to have some roses for the mothers. A lot of people going to come out, you know, and show y'all that we support y'all and that we think about the children no matter what, every day. You know what I'm saying? No matter what day it is, it's every day with us, you know what I'm saying? So we try to make sure that everybody understand that we think about our kids every day, you know what I'm saying? Not just no one time or for none of that, you know what I'm saying? So we just let the mothers know we feel them, you know what I'm saying? We right there with them.
You know, it's important because what happens is you read about these shootings in the paper every day, not every day, but quite frequently, and having the mothers show up for this really puts a face to the people who are impacted by all the violence.
Right.
So anything we can do, it's like the police chief said, you know, we need to be doing whatever we can. Every person needs to be doing something. And I brought my son out there, and he was really touched by the whole situation. He didn't know, it was his first time to see Central High.
Right.
And so it was a interesting.
You got to get on the field.
Yeah.
He liked the way it felt out there in Central.
Yeah. Central's
That's
a beautiful
not the second or third time I ever been in there too.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, one time gang banging.
Well,
the other time was for this event.
Yeah, that's
So-
it's prefer for you to have Wow, we got Mac over here on the phone.
Yeah, my big
He's wearing the
homie.
yeah,
He had the little shades
Yeah.
on.
he's rocking the
Yeah,
Ray-Bans.
put your glasses on, man. Your poker face. That's your poker face.
It looks like French shades.
Right.
That's the
Is
other
he
turtle.
repping EME over there too?
Yep.
He stay ripping
Yeah.
every day.
What's he say?
He's got French shades on.
What's going on, Mac? Good to see you.
Hey, we was talking about the event Saturday, Mac. Yep. I'll
the
go
place
with
to
you,
be.
bro.
That's the place to be, brother.
Hey, you gotta tell her God real sometime, huh? He real sometime too.
So you were watching that, Mac? Don't say that over the.
Yeah, don't say that over there, man.
No, it was a great event. It was
Great event.
Rock was there.
Yep,
Yeah.
Rock was there. Everybody. They had the whole squad there, man. I went on live. It was special too, cause Derek Oliver, who we represent in the Dora unit, who helped, with Kamaya, me and him, our situation was one of the two situations that helped around to create the Dora unit. She got to watch it live. You know what I'm saying? So
Wow.
I held my phone up there the whole time so she could see it. So that was real
His
special to
mom.
me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that she was like, man, I'm glad you did it. I was like, nah, I did it for you. You know what I'm saying? So she can see what her son doing, his work. You know what I
You
mean?
get overseas and
See
get
his
all
work.
high maintenance and everything.
Yeah.
You know.
Hey, I'm holding you up, Mac. I'm holding you up here to my mic because I can't tell if we're getting sound through this deal or not. So anyway,
Hey, there was a lot of people that were touched by that on Saturday, and I'll tell you, I don't know why you call him Dr. Fitzhill. It sounded like you should be calling him the Reverend Fitzhill.
Reverend
The way
Fitzhill.
he got wound up. He started talking, and I almost was amening him. I was really impressed by him. It was
coach. We call him coach.
That's right.
You know
Y'all
what
do
I'm
call
saying?
him coach.
He was a coach before he was anything.
Coach.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, so I've been knowing him for a while, man. Like 2017, like I say, when I started Arkansas Baptist, I graduated from ABC. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to ABC. I love ABC. You know what I'm saying? They was there through the struggle, through the mud. You know what I mean? So education important in my life, and I like to represent that. That's why I'm hard on my son about school. He don't understand how important it is and what effect it really play in your life. When you disrespect school, you tend to not be right. You know what I'm saying? Something can happen. You know what I mean? Your life don't be as smooth as you think it is once you start not want to go in and follow the structure of getting the education. So, but we're going to stay prayed up and we're going to stay fatherhood and we're going to stay doing what EME do in our expertise and let's tackle these problems, you know what I'm saying, these tribulations that a lot of these children and grown-ups got going on.
Yeah, I tell you, it was touching to see some of the women who had lost. So
how many moms were there?
I don't know.
Like 22.
Yeah.
Too many.
Yeah.
Way too many. Way too many.
Yeah.
There were lots of people. It was really it was interesting. But the president of ABC was there, wasn't he?
I'm the
Clark.
Dr. Clark was he?
Clark
there?
was there.
I thought he was, but maybe I'm wrong. What about
Yeah, Dr. Clark was there.
and Bishop Harris was I believe the fellow's name. He was a really nice guy.
Right. Bishop was there. The bishop was there.
It was really
He was with y'all Wednesday too.
Yep.
So he was at the
Was he at
Wednesday
the
and
thing?
on Saturday. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'll tell you that I couldn't. I think it was a great thing that you guys did by doing this for mothers on that Saturday, and I think we ought to continue that. So make sure that we get it, and so.
I mean, we really, for real, like people don't know what the mothers go through, dog. Like every day, like as a parent, and you gotta.
It's hell.
Yeah,
it's the worst thing that can happen to you.
Every day, that's what the mothers go through, and that's why we trying to do something for the mothers on a lot of time. Reach out and do what we can, let them know that they greatly appreciate it. People sometimes just to say somebody's child name, especially when it's something good, man, that help, because that's what changed me. You know what I'm saying? I almost went left. You know what I mean? But when Fitz Hill said my name, and you know what I'm saying, he said my child name, then he made it stand for something. That's what made me like, man, I can't do this, because he done took it to another level now. He done made it, you know what I'm saying? It ain't gotta
Different
go
cause.
like I was just
Different way of
yeah,
dealing with it.
right. You know what I'm saying? So that's what, yeah. So that's what made it special with
And
with
you
Dr.
want her to be
Fitz.
remembered.
At all times. Like I was possessed by that. Like that's one of my things I do. I just want to keep remembering. So that's just something I fight, you know what I'm saying, as a father and as a protector of a home. You know what I'm saying? I fight that a lot. I feel like sometimes, like Father's Day, this for the fathers, like we sometimes it's hard on us fathers because we be feeling like we let our wife down. We feel like we let our children down. We feel like we let their parents down and the grandmas down. We feel like we let everything down. So it be on our back just as well as the mama. I know the mama, she go through it, but that father, he going through it with her. You know what I'm saying? Right with her. And you get the feeling guilty, and you be needing things, and certain things can only soothe you and help you in that situation. You know what I'm saying? So it's good that we coming together as people in unit and really doing these events for these people who losing people to a crime of violence.
It's shout out to Sean. Shout out to Sean. I met her on Saturday.
Yeah.
So-
Lashana, that's my wife. Yeah, that's Kamaya mom. Whoa.
Yeah, I was going to give her a shout out. It was a pleasure to meet her. She's a very pleasant young woman.
Yeah, man, Shauna's special. She been through a lot, man, and you know what I'm saying, I owe her a lot, so that's why I fight. You know what I'm saying? I never stop fighting. You know what I'm saying? I fight all the time. The better though. I'm not fighting unrighteous cause. You know what I'm saying? So my fight is for righteous. And that's why it ain't gonna never stop with me. Yeah.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Right.
Mm-hmm. We need that. We need more units like EME out here on these streets. For real. Somebody that's really genuine about focusing on the problem and what the people need out here. You know what I mean?
South End is doing well.
Yeah.
You guys are
We could be doing better.
okay.
We got some situations we need to, we doing, but it's playing itself out because of what EME got going on with this podcast. This soothing a lot of healing in our neighborhood. So now people are touching hands like, man, I touched some hands I ain't never think I never ever touch. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're talking about.
But I touched some hands. You know what I'm saying? And that was great.
Why do you think that was?
Because they seen a change in me. And I seen a change in them. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't that they seen it in me. I seen it
I gotta
in
tell
them
you,
too.
I saw Turtle talking to people on that he told me later that he didn't think he'd ever have that conversation with.
Yeah. So it was real. It was touch hard, man. Because it couldn't everybody.
Hard to look at a mom's grief and not.
Oh
yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of tears being shed up in the stands.
Yeah.
So.
So you still crying? You were crying this morning.
I got to.
But Kamaya deserved that. She was 6, though. You know what I'm saying? And all the other mothers, they deserved it too, whatever age their child and kids was. But to me, it was personal with me because my child was 6, And my child was like one of the first ones I ever, witnessed in like that in this city.
Yeah.
So it was like it was big in this city. Like we ain't never seen a child.
Didn't you say
like that.
The governor came to your house?
Yeah, Mike Huckabee. Who is the governor? Huckabee.
Yeah.
He pulled up at the house. We was in the house. Man, hey, we illegal. We get a knock at the door. I look at the peephole.
Did you think he was coming to get you?
I didn't know what he was coming there for. I just knew, we
Shout
weren't
out to
looking for him.
Mike Huckabee for doing that. Yeah.
And he pulled up and gave us a proposal, man. And man, it's a scene in the movie how he pulled up, man. I wish I could put it on film, man. And just tell you what.
But after that on Saturday, I was feeling sentimental. I drove Jacob down to the South End.
Yeah.
I drove him down to 31st and Crump and all those places.
Okay.
Showed him around. Yeah.
That's the neighborhood. Man, we appreciate that.
Yeah.
We appreciate it. That's historic. That's a good area over there.
He thought it was pretty. But here, speaking of the governor coming to your house, what do you think about the governor last Wednesday night? Huh? You were decked out, weren't you? Yeah, you looked good.
Mac, we're going to disappear.
Hey, I love. We got to see my That's my brother. That's my little brother.
Yeah, you were looking good, man.
Yeah.
Look here, hit the camera forward.
Woo! Look at that. Look at those
Look
four.
at that player.
4 Musketeers. Man. Look at you. You're a good looking guy.
I was all right.
Yeah.
Look at the background.
That's what I'm talking about.
Did you ever think you'd be eating in the governor's mansion?
Man,
Nope.
I swear I ain't never ever think not as no adult anyway. Like I'm like, I thought my chances was over when I missed it when in elementary when the school went. I thought my chances was over, And I was happy to go up in there. I felt accomplished, like I really accomplished something, man. For somebody to come from, not caring nothing about no education, not even thinking no way I can get up in there. Like, man, ain't no way I'm gonna get up in there to going to school, graduate. Now I'm in the governor's mansion, eating some good chicken and broccoli.
That was delicious, yeah.
Oh, man, shout out
to the chefs, yeah. There's one of my mom's friends, Hayes Buttry's working in there, yeah.
Whoop, whoop.
Shout out to, he's one of the chefs.
Yeah, so Restore Hope, man, they did great with us.
Yeah,
with
Paul
that, man.
knows how to throw a party.
Man, he know how to throw a party.
Oh, Rennie did that? Yeah, well, Rennie's throwing my next party. She's throwing my next party. I don't know what she charges.
In the governor's mansion.
Well, I don't know. It doesn't have to be in the governor's mansion. But before we left, Paul, Turtle and I got a picture with the governor.
Yeah.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. We got a couple pictures with the governor.
Did you get one, Caleb?
No, I didn't get one with him. No, I did.
He called my name.
I did.
I said, "Oh, you know me." Yeah. I felt special, dude.
I talked with him, but I didn't get a
He said it right. He said, Antoine. No, too many people say it right.
Yeah.
He said it right. Antoine. I was like, oh, okay, then.
Secret Service had it.
Yeah. I stuck my chest out. I did. That was a good day.
Thank you for the invite.
We
I appreciate that, Paul. That was very worthwhile.
Yeah,
it was the stories that were told that night were great. I really appreciated the way you went around the room and you had people from each individual office of Restore Hope talking about, especially in West Arkansas, how you got that started, and so that was really well done.
And that's the thing that I think EME's message was on display. I mean, that night. So you had law enforcement, judges.
Oh wow, yeah, there was. It was
nonprofits. The governor's office was there, and then you had folks that had been on the other side, the receiving end of law enforcement and justice,
mm-hmm.
Who now have turned their lives around. And so this message that y'all are pushing with this unity with every side, I think what we saw there was a group of leaders around Arkansas,
a whole group
that are striving
in the same room. How often does that happen in the same room?
Not for me, not often.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about how often do you have, law enforcement,
the spectrum.
Yeah. All
the
the way from
streets.
people who have done who've done serious time,
Yeah.
all the way to the state representatives, the governor,
The mayor,
and your board, of course, was there, which was wonderful.
And so that was
the mayors, both mayors.
That was the catalyst for us wanting to do that night. Was I get to work in communities and I get to see that happen. I get to see, the police officer that arrested this guy, and maybe him and his dad for a long time. They've known the family, been arresting them, actually go to the court and pay their fees and fines because he saw them start to actually work for their own good. And I get to see that all the time. And if you don't get to see that, then it can be a pretty discouraging world. And so that night was just about telling stories where people are helping each other make their community a better place.
It just shows.
That's what made it special.
It
Yeah, law
shows how
enforcement.
powerful.
I was impressed with law enforcement that night.
It shows restore hope. They got a lot of people.
Do other people get those people in those same people in the room? I mean, I'm not aware. I mean, where you have all the way from that spectrum of people. I actually had somebody, I was sitting by, that lady at our table. I went around and introduced myself to all of them, and she said, "Are you running for office?" I said, No, ma'am. No.
John's an entrepreneur.
I am not running.
He's not running for office.
That's the first time John probably been in a suit.
Yeah.
That's the first time I seen him in a suit.
Yeah, I don't wear a suit.
He actually covered the little shag to the side and everything. You know what I'm saying? I said, he was like, I sweat
I'm
me
a
in there.
professor now. I don't have to do that type of stuff.
Hello, you ain't got no pictures of John up in there?
No.
Hey, we got some pictures,
I'm good.
man.
I'm good. The stories were great, Paul. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, they were
Man, just to see what Restore Hope did, man, that was great.
I thought Russell was very touching too. I don't know if he's still here.
Yeah, he did all right.
Well, he's a good dresser, I'll tell you
Oh,
that.
he's already gone.
Oh, is he gone? I was gonna.
You can't talk bad about someone when they're not here.
Oh well, yeah. I thought
You gotta do
he
it to
looked
their face.
good. I walked in the place and I walked straight over to him. I said, "Man," I said, "I got to meet you. You're the best looking guy." I said, "You're the best dressed guy in here." And I
his
thought he
story-
looked good.
His story was powerful.
Then he stood
it.
up.
He told it today. He's got kind of a podcast on Tuesdays at 3
Mhm.
where they're talking about recovery. But he told his story, and so the short of it is 4 years ago he was an inmate working on the kitchen staff in the governor's office, and while he was washing dishes, he was thinking, "I wonder one day, I'd like to be out there with the important people."
Yeah.
And there he was. He actually was one of the speakers. Just 4 years later.
Did you notice the servers watching him when he was talking?
Mhm.
It was
Some of them
amazing.
were his roommates.
Really, that was great. That was great. I watched their and they were really seemed touching to me.
Yeah, so it's hope, right? It's
Gave him hope.
it's hope.
Gave him hope.
Yeah, no, that was
Restore hope. That's what Restore Hope do.
Mm-hmm.
They restore hope. They bring hope. And with EME, we bring solutions. So we restore hope with solution. Come on, man.
That doggone Charlie, man. That's my guy.
Man, we need Charlie Mack back over here.
Hey.
We would be going like
He
a
all
rocket
right.
ship if we got.
He's all right.
Go.
Turtle's fine with you being that far away, is what he said.
Hey, man, I'm fly to Paris, bro. I'm trying to get
How's
up
your
down
daughter,
there.
man? How's your daughter?
Oh, man, she good. She teasing, John. She teasing and she mean and aggressive. Like me. She like me, man. She beating up everybody in the house. Everybody got to
Oh.
get it. Everybody got to get it. She hit everybody in the jaw at least twice a day.
Oh, Mac.
Yeah, man. She like that. That's what she do.
I think we need to put a program together where the kids see more, like take the kids in the governor's mansion and see, man. Because it was exciting to me as an adult. I know the kids would be exciting to see it, go up in there and maybe have dinner and look around and see the stairs and stuff.
We'll see. We might do it again next year.
I've been coming up.
That was well done. Rennie, that was well done.
Yeah, we
was
gotta get the kids.
I
up
was
in
going
there.
to say Paul, but then I realized who it did it all.
Yeah, really do
So,
it all the time.
I tell you what, I was very impressed with the governor and the first lady.
Yeah.
They're done.
They were amazing.
Yeah.
I really.
They seem like real genuine.
I was thinking about voting against term limits. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, they're good folks.
Yeah.
I mean, they really mean it. They want to help folks out.
All right.
Yeah.
I hope I can meet him when I come back. I sure would like to meet him.
And just keep Restore Hope on the streets, man. You're going to be straight.
I thought Mr. Dillard and Mr. Dickey were good too. I tell you, you've got good people on your board, Paul. That's really just. It's like you said. We just got to take this now, the EME, to different neighborhoods now. But to think of where we've come since last
August, September. I can't remember when we started this thing.
Oh, man,
I mean,
I
it's
still
moving.
remember me tricking them, trying to trick them. I was like, what kind of lie can I tell them? I told
to get them up here to meet with two
I told
old
him,
guys
"Hey,
like
man."
Paul and me.
I told him, man, I got a class. I need y'all to come up here with me for just a couple of days, man. Just come up here with me. So
Is that what he
they
told
got
you?
right up in there. They thought it was a class.
I like to learn. I like to learn.
I tricked him up in here.
It's supposed to be a class.
Yeah, I said I need y'all for work. I'm gonna get an F and everything if y'all don't come.
Right, it was going to be a class. This was going to be a class.
Shoot, they been here all.
We're going to teach some entrepreneurship.
Is that what this is?
I don't
Yeah.
know. Turtle was convincing though.
Well, we've
It's
got to
like you
get
gotta do
started.
something.
Yeah,
Well, we do need to get started with that.
we did. We came up with something powerful coming to that class.
We're going well, and now if we need to put people to work.
Yeah,
So
that's why we're coming with the trucks.
Because we the teachers. We the first
That's true.
of the class.
Yeah.
We can be consultants and teachers. We got it. Big boss man, We got a class going, bro.
We got a class going.
We need to charge $59.99 and then
$59.99.
we can do what we do. We can keep the bag going, Jack.
It's the glasses.
It's a glass.
You know, I think Paul was right. I think
Yeah.
Paul, I think you're right. Is that if you provide hope, that's the education, right? If you give people the ability to look into the future, then they will actually invest in the future with some type of education, with working and showing up, with putting money aside, and that type of thing. So I think that hope is a vital part of getting people out of. Getting
Yeah,
people
hope's
out of
fuel
work.
for action. No hope, why try?
Okay.
You got hope, then all of a sudden, and the learning too, at least for me, is, if you can answer why do I need to know these things? Or if I've committed to some kind of goal, like I want to make money or I want to start a business, we've got a business idea on that window right over there. All of a sudden, I find myself like for that business idea that we wrote on that window over there a week ago, I don't know how many hours I have in right now kind of reviewing other business models to find out, let me learn from you. You got 5 years in, you posted a YouTube video, I'm watching it. So this morning I watched one that was 30, 45 minutes long, just on one way to make money in that particular industry.
We ought to put this idea up and put it on crowdfund it with either a Kickstarter campaign or something like that. Let other people get involved in this, because I will say I do recall that, and I will say the First Lady I thought they were great, but I mean the First Lady was talking about hope. She said you have faith, love, and hope, but in faith, hope, and love. I don't remember what order, but she talked about I know that love is the most important, but hope is huge.
Yeah.
And it just gives you the ability to have perspective. So it gives you the why to learning.
Yeah.
But
I'll try.
there's lots of different ways we could crowdfund. But my goal is to get these guys to have equity in what they're doing, right? Because that's how you build wealth. And so I'm not talking about you don't have to be rich, but I'm talking about
Oh, we're gonna be rich one day.
Okay.
You got to be an owner.
You've got
rich.
to own. You got to take accountability.
Because y'all know I'm about the entertainment. I like the entertainment world. That's what it is. I think that's a great piece out here on these streets. This podcast can save my community. For real. Stop us from doing a lot of stuff out there, man.
That
I don't
nice
know where
young
I'll
lady
be.
that sang, she was really good.
Yep.
So
The voice.
the La Voice,
Yep. Yeah. She was great.
she's very good.
Yeah.
There's a lot of talent out there.
Yeah. It's a whole bunch of talent, man. We just need people. We could be baby Atlanta. If they help us. We got a lot of talent out there on the street. They love
guy's
movies
preaching,
and
man.
singing and acting. You know what I'm saying? They like that type of stuff out there on the streets.
It's our spiritual connection. Caleb keep us connected to the Most High, to God. Without Caleb, I don't
I'm
know
praying.
where I'd be.
I'm praying behind the scene, brother. You're right. Every day. Every day. Got to.
Caleb gets the thing and
Now you sure that.
Yep, so it's a lot.
Got to.
What time is it over there, Mac?
Let me look at my watch. Let me look at my clock, Jack. Hey, 2:30 a.m.
2:30. You're wound up for 2:30. I like it.
He been drinking some coffee.
Eat up off Mountain Dew, man. Eat up off
The glasses.
Glasses.
Yeah, they just up here calling on my live, messing up. They know they see us on live, man. Quit calling our live, messing our live up. They are here calling and stuff, man. They see us.
Y'all once a week. Hey, man, I gotta act a fool. I don't know what y'all.
Yeah, man. Just keep doing the good thing out here, man. That's all we're gonna keep doing. We're gonna keep up our work, man. Right now, we trying to get on to see how we can get up in here and get in the schools. Like we got a big thing. Like we need to start touching.
I
We need
agree
to start
completely.
getting mentoring and talking to the kids in the school.
So how do we do that?
You know,
Have
I mean-
you gotten into the schools.
I don't know, but we met a lot of people. We met a lot of people that do it. We met a few people who interested with us, a few churches especially who interested in us and help us get on they leadership program. And
I think
and
there's
try to
some
get in the school.
opportunities. Maybe we can talk about that next week.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
Talk about the youth next week.
What about but Mr. Harris and Reverend Harris and Fitz or Dr. Hill have a radio show, right?
yeah, it's
guys?
tonight,
They do.
When is there? 933,
Tonight.
right?
right now.
Right. It's
93.3.
93.3.
Okay.
Rejoice.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah. No,
Yeah, they got a show.
Same things we talking about.
Good.
About some of the same issues,
Hey.
the homicides in Little Rock, and how we can fix them. What are the solutions? We also partnering with them, and we talking about solutions with them. So it's bigger than just EME.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
connected
partner.
all over the city.
You on the board of the Dora unit?
Exactamundo. Thank you. Bob.
Yeah. Yeah, you on the board. You're a board member of Arkansas Baptist Dora unit. So
And you the president, right?
who?
You.
Me? I didn't know I was the president, bro. I'm just there, bro.
Yeah, no, Fitz has really got something with that Mother's Day. That was a really good idea.
Oh, yeah,
The way
that was
he
great.
did it and his vision for that and the way he started really laying out hey, listen, we need this to be bigger and more people interested and,
It's a lot of
this
crime
violence.
It's a lot of
Yeah.
crime on our streets out there. So they trying to like figure out what can they do to help. They helping though. We already helping. We doing what we doing. We done started doing our nonprofit things, doing stuff.
just recognizing it and drawing attention to it and having that event is the star, right? I mean,
Yeah.
that's huge.
It starts to answer. I mean, no one wants the violence on the streets. But
no one
again,
does.
it's hard to not take notice when moms are talking about their lost kids.
Oh.
That can cut through a pretty hard heart.
Yeah, it puts a real. I mean, I took Jacob there, and you sit there and you go. I mean, it puts a real face to the pain.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just
Yeah, no mom should have to deal with that.
no.
But it's the reality of it.
From culture to culture, color to color, a white mother can feel the pain. An Arabian mother, any kind of mother can feel the pain, no matter what background you are. You can feel that pain. So
Right.
it doesn't have no race on it.
Right.
Well, that's
Just got to stay strong, man. Stay up. Keep fighting. And find a purpose.
Time for another EME food drive, y'all. I don't know what y'all
well, that's
think
true. It is.
Yeah.
It's hot over there.
But we just did the
We're
Mother's
gonna
Day
get on it. We're
thing.
gonna get on it. We got a lot of stuff coming up.
And we got one on the 22nd.
What's the 26th? What's going on the 26th?
Another food drive. We're going like
Ain't
to.
no, Jack.
I tell you about it in the EME board meeting, brother. We got it on the 22nd though. We got a food drive
Where's it
coming
going to
up.
be?
I'll let all the details know when we ready, man. Not on this show. Not this one.
Round that up.
We'll talk about it next week or the week after next.
What'd you get for your birthday, Paul?
Huh?
Got a nice Amazon box.
He got a
package.
cake.
Got a cake.
Mhm.
I got to spend time with some friends.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
in,
that's,
a, in a swanky.
Oh,
yeah, that was nice.
It was fancy.
That's unbelievable.
He got a couple of nice
I
gifts.
appreciate the invitation.
Yeah.
Appreciate-
Yeah.
Kevin, man, we just say that you don't look cool.
Look, we put Paul on, man. It was Paul's birthday. We had a great time, man.
That was good.
Yeah, we're gonna do it again next
All
year.
right. So next week we're talking youth.
Youth. It's about the youth.
Youth in the
It's
food
always
drive.
about the youth. And talk about the youth, see what we can do to help them.
Yep. He was talking about it all tonight.
Well, that's interesting.
Yeah,
Let me
I'll
ask
find
you
out.
a question. Do you, with Restore Hope, do you get down to that level? I mean, I know you're working with families in crisis, because I worked in some other programs before where you have to get kids. The younger you get them, the better, right? If you don't get them by junior high, you're in trouble. Right? What
We just started a
give me a
partnership.
taste of what we'll talk about next week.
Yeah, and so we will help parents that are in the 100 Families program. We'll help them with their kids. But we've just now started a partnership with the two juvenile judges here in Pulaski County, Judge Bird, Judge Johnson, and we've got a case manager that works their courts, and so they have youth that are in trouble coming into their court, and then we'll connect them to services that are needed, the entire family. So really, we're trying to. This is really a pilot for us. We're trying to take a 2-generation approach at a family/juvenile court.
Oh, I appreciate the judges doing that.
Oh, they are.
Yeah, you can't do it with.
Yeah, they've got.
I know they're good heart.
They're really into this. It wouldn't happen, of course, without them. And so,
is this the young ladies from Harding that are working this that I met?
No, the case manager that's actually working their court is from Pulaski County. She's employed by Pulaski County Adult Ed.
Well, I appreciate you employing the young ladies from Harding. So it's I always appreciate that. So
yeah, he employed all us, man. The street, Restore Hope, man. We love Restore Hope. They look out for us, man. They've been there from the beginning. Yeah. Restore Hope was the very first system who's told me that I can talk to other people. Like I had not said nothing. When my daughter died, bro, I was in the shell. I was in my shell. You know, I wasn't talking to nobody. I didn't know how to express it. I really didn't even know what to say. When they took me in there and picked me up that day in that black truck, and they looked at like
a black truck.
Went to prison.
Okay. You went to the prison.
Yeah. They pulled up in them suits. I didn't know what was going on. I thought I was in trouble. I thought I was on my way back to the feds.
And me and Sheriff Higgins. I thought he wasn't sheriff at the time.
You brought the sheriff with you, right?
He was Chief Higgins, Dr. Fitzhill, Paul. That's when I first met Paul. And they showed me that I could talk to the people. When we went in there, I knew a lot of people in the jail. So Paul then went up there and spoke and stuff.
He had cred.
Yeah. How'd he do?
Really, really well.
I've been hired with him since.
You make it. Yeah, you got a teammate now, right? So it's
I've been with
Scottie Pippen to Michael Jordan, right? So it's it's interesting because it's kind of like Saturdays that you recognize them and you keep their existence, right? You speak them into existence. And that's the first thing. But then you work with them and give them opportunities, and it just continues to grow through the whole process.
Just to show,
you make it meaningful to them. You identify and you tell that junior high kid you're worth something.
Just when he just took me there, he just gave me that one Restore Hope. They gave me that one little hope, open me up where I can talk now, and you know what I mean. I would have probably ain't no telling where I would have been if you wouldn't. You know what I'm saying? Showed me another way of life. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't thinking about I was thinking of 9 to 5, if that. I thought I was gonna die. It was all kind of emotions. When I met him, you know what I mean? It was like, man, I didn't know what was going on. And you showed it to me, bro. You helped me, man, for real, and I appreciate that.
So how do we recognize more people like you out there? There are other people out there like you. We need to identify them, speak them into existence.
Got to keep telling this story, keep these podcasts going because they listening. You know what I'm saying? We got plenty of people listening right now, look at view right now.
I tell you
what,
this
people, big on the street.
These people Paul's got working for Restore Hope, those women that got up and spoke, a lot of them were women that you have working as case managers out there in Sebastian
so
County.
they're actually, through the model that we partner with United Way on, a lot of the folks that actually spoke are just alliance members. They're part of a coalition. So they work for all different organizations, but all those organizations have partnered together to help 100 families at a time in their community move from crisis to career. And so it's just a way, Restore Hope just supports the community and gives them the tools to be able to coordinate their actions. That's really one of the, that's where if you're just talking straight up statistics, there's all this help in a community, but when someone needs it, they're at their least capable point of being able to access it. Number 2 is they don't know how to. They don't know that it's there, what the rules are to get it. And so what we've been able to do is help folks. Yeah. I mean, you're just trying to survive. You don't know what the rules
are.
Tell you
what, a couple of those people that spoke are future sainthood, I tell you what.
Oh, they're dynamite. They're good people in every one of our communities.
Where do you find these people? You're like the Pied Piper of this people.
Well, you just, yeah. I mean, they're in every one of our communities.
Yeah, they really do
people
care.
in every one of our communities, and if you could just
Still
resource
hope in
them,
all these communities.
if you can resource them, they will. They'll do more good
Right.
than they were without the resource and the coordination.
Right. Whoa, whoa.
It's about the resource.
Man, it's about you, Charlie, man. It's about you, brother.
Turn some music on and Turtle's gonna start. Come on, Caleb, lead us in.
Preach, you
Come on,
want
preach it.
you want to take us out?
Preach us
Take
out,
us out of
man.
here,
Preach us
Caleb.
out.
Man, take
come
us
on,
back.
Till next time.
Amen.
I'm gonna see you again next Tuesday, 7 o'clock.
We out, Mac. See you, man.
All right, Jack, boy, get you some sleep, man.